The time that the American Medical Center clinic doctor attended to Shanquella Robinson can be seen in this picture. The picture of what actually transpired that day is becoming increasingly clear as shocking new evidence keeps emerging regarding Shanquella Robinson's true circumstances. Is it true that her so-called friends dressed her up and staged the entire crime scene to give the impression that it was an accident? As in, really? Gerardo Zuniga is the investigative journalist who obtained the police report that contradicted the autopsy report. If you haven't heard of him yet, you should. Additionally, he recently revealed evidence that will completely shock you. Gerardo made a number of photos available, including images of the living room where Shanquella was being cared for by a doctor and paramedics, and comparison images of the hotel to show that the images were genuine. Therefore, when the heartbreaking video of Shanquella and DeJane surfaced online, one of the most common inquiries that individuals received was, why was she without clothes in a room full of people who were wearing clothes? She was dressed when she was discovered. That only suggests that her friends altered evidence. In point of fact, they dressed Quella in pink biker shorts and a t-shirt, set her in front of the bathroom in the living room, and tried to make it appear as though Shanquella fell out of her bathroom. The friends appeared to be in shock when the maid discovered her an hour later. Can I just say that the friends couldn't even keep their story straight makes this location story getting very confusing. In an interview, Quella's mother stated that one of the friends claimed to have discovered Shanquella unconscious on the floor. Another told her father that they had found her in a chair, while another said that they had found her in a bed. However, with the images that are currently being shared on social media, it becomes even more disorganized from there, as we can clearly see that she was somewhere in the living room. When the police arrived at Quilla's Puerto Las Cabas address, her friends informed the doctor that she had consumed a significant amount of alcohol, according to the police report. It appears that the doctor advised that Shanquella be moved to a hospital. She had a seizure at 4:20 p.m., but the friends insisted that she be treated on-site. Winter, one of her friends, then dialed 911. She got worse over that time. Also, at 4:49 p.m., until paramedics arrived, the general practitioner said they stopped feeling her pulse and started CPR. Nevertheless, take a close look at this picture of the physician who treated Quella. Does she appear to be feeling remorseful about something? Because she appears extremely guilty to many people. Look at as one YouTuber put it, Shanquella's body was seen from the nurse's face. Take a look. Is it guilt? Is it anxiety? Is it possible that I will get away with this? Naturally, she does not appear to have Shanquella's best interests at heart. Before the EMTs arrived, she does not appear to have attempted to revive anyone for 2.5 hours. Shanquella's death certificate states that she passed away 15 minutes after her injury, just for context. However, according to the police report, she spent nearly 3 hours with the doctor, who attempted to improve her condition. Additionally, the time of her passing is stated as 3:00 p.m. on the certificate. However, according to the police report, she died at 5:57 p.m. The autopsy certificate also states that severe spinal cord injury in Atlanta, axial subluxation, and not cardiac arrest were the official causes of death. Many people actually agreed that Shanquella was dead by the time the doctor got there because of that. Therefore, it's possible that the doctor's 3 hours spent there were essentially the time it took for her to conspire with the friends, clarify their story, and permit them to return to the United States. Even more convincing is Quella's mother's claim that the friends initially called her to explain the situation, then called again to inform her that they had requested an ambulance. They called again a few minutes later to inform us that Quella had passed away, indicating that the sequence of events took a few minutes rather than 3 hours, as stated in the police report. Additionally, there was a photo from the first responders that, in my opinion, also appears a little suspicious. Take note of how they are gazing down at Quella, as though they are aware that something bad has already occurred. Furthermore, Gerardo, who has been leaking information about the case, claims that the photographs demonstrate that the friends committed two offenses. The first is that, although Quella is being cared for in the living room, she actually died in the bedroom, so it is obvious that the friends tampered with the evidence. Winter Donovan allegedly grabbed Quella and body slammed her, and she reportedly never got back up, according to reports other than the video of Quella and DeJane. Therefore, there is absolutely no way that Quella had the time, let alone the strength, to get dressed up or relocate. It's clear that they moved her to the living room from the bedroom. Also, keep in mind that moving the body from one location to another was probably done by more than one person, so everyone who took part was complicit. Another video, which was actually one of Quella's most recent uploads to her Instagram stories, also made the rounds. She was looking for her friends in the hotel in the video. She also happened to find them together in a room. As a result, people were curious about their plans for Shanquella's absence. You're not alone in wondering why there hasn't been an arrest yet in light of the numerous receipts. Only one of the friends has been accused so far. However, sources claim that two of the friends are snooping in order to reduce the charge in December of 2022. Mexico had already requested that one of its citizens be extradited to the United States to face charges, and it appears that the U.S. agreed, may be forced to. Although it is rare, extradition of an American citizen from the United States is not out of the question. Additionally, this indicates that the case will transition from a criminal to a diplomatic one involving multiple U.S. branches, government federal court proceedings, and concerns regarding the rights of American suspects. In addition, as the plot becomes increasingly complex, individuals are left wondering why someone is not yet in jail. Well, nobody has reported seeing any of the 6 individuals going to work or freely. Therefore, they might be in the United States jail at any time, on behalf of Mexico, under house arrest, or wearing something like an ankle monitor. The case may not be progressing as quickly as we would all like it to for another reason. The Mexican who gave their opinion on the matter said that the whole thing might be more complicated than people think. Look at it this way. Mexico's October seemed to be the worst month of the year, and the country lost 80 people a day more than the United States, which range from 5 to 6 per day on average. Additionally, they asserted that for non-tourists, Cabo is one of Mexico's most dangerous locations, and as a result, neither the time nor the resources necessary for investigations are available to the already ineffective police. Based on what has been happening in Mexico, it appears that Quella received a timely autopsy, which is more than most Mexicans receive. There are numerous daily stories about bodies gathering in poorly insulated trailers and morgues for months before anyone even attempts to identify them.